Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea here. So I am so excited today because I get to do a review on ColourPop. I purchased some products because I was really interested in the no filter foundation stick. And so I went on their website and I picked up that and a couple of other products. So I just wanted to sit down and do a first impressions and to give you my thoughts on the brand essentially and let you know if it's worth you checking out. So before we get started though, definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Let's get into the video. So like I said, I wanted to purchase the no filter foundation stick that they came out with about a couple of months ago. And so while I was there, I was like, let me see what other items I can pick up because ColourPop does offer free shipping if you place an order for $35 or more. So when I went on their website, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that they sold their no filter foundation stick and the concealer as a duo. So the foundation stick is what we see here, and you get 0.34 ounces, which is pretty standard for a foundation stick. You're going to get less product than the standard 1 fluid ounce because typically you don't need as much with a foundation stick. And so just to give you some claims on the foundation, swipe, blend, and go with the no filter sticks. It conceals, corrects, and perfects for a flawless complexion in seconds. Its medium buildable coverage instantly blurs pores, covers blemishes, and blends effortlessly for a natural skin-like finish. Never cakey or drying, this stick glides on for the easiest application, perfectly portable. Take it on the go for mess-free touch-ups anytime, anywhere. So we got a lot of claims here, so we'll see if this really follows through. And then for the concealer, it says, instantly conceal, cover, correct, and contour with this long-wearing, full coverage, natural matte concealer. The lightweight blendable formula applies smoothly and seamlessly, covers dark circles, blemishes, redness, and discoloration with one swipe. The 100% cruelty-free vegan formula is infused with marine extracts to hydrate and protect delicate under eyes, while the soft blurring pigment technology delivers a flawless complexion that lasts all day. A lot of high claims on this as well. I'm going to do a full day wear test on the on the foundation. And well, I guess the foundation and concealer, I'll report back my thoughts at the end of today. Just letting you know how they wear and how it looks and, if I recommend it. I'm going to use my Touch in Soul No Pore Blim primer, and I'm going to prime just this side of my face. So I went on the ColourPop website, and when I went on the website, they had this color match little quiz. So based on the foundations that I put in, because I put in multiple foundations to see what color kept coming up, they recommended the shade Dark 175W for the foundation. Now, I did do a little cheek test, and I did one swipe on my cheek last night, and it is slightly dark. This is more my summer shade, but when I blended it out, it actually wasn't too bad. So, I think I can get away with it. If I really end up liking it, then I'll go back and get my correct shade. I'm going to blend out this side with a brush. I'm using my It Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation brush. And then on this side, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Beauty Sponge just to see, if it really blends better with one or the other. So when I put it on my face, it did glide on really smoothly. Yeah, this blended out really good. And as you can see, like I said, it's a smidge dark, but it's not, overly dark. But that blended out really good. I had a couple more swipes in my cheek area and over my chin to see if I can conceal these breakouts a bit. That built up really nicely. So let's try blending it in with a beauty sponge. And I think I'll just add a little bit more. So this actually blended out pretty good with a beauty sponge. I probably would just stick with the brush wearing this again, just because the brush blended it out a lot faster than the sponge. Both sides look really good. So that is the finished product with the foundation. Well, the ColourPop website, when I did my color shade match for the foundation, since I purchased the Duo, ColourPop automatically recommended a concealer shade. That was recommended was Dark 42. And I'm just going to apply that under the eye. And this does look like it's going to be a pretty good color match. It's gliding on really nice. So this is supposed to conceal redness. So I'm just gonna blend that in. So that blended out so quickly and so smoothly. And I like it. It looks really good. I like the color of it. It's like exactly highlighted the exact way that I like it to be highlighted. Just a little bit. I I said, I don't like a stark highlight. So I like the color, blended in really good. I think it did conceal my redness that was around my nose. I feel like if I wanted to build it up more, I could make it pretty full coverage, because I'm looking now and you can hardly see the freckles on my face. I can see them if I look up close, but looking at my face in the camera, I'm hardly seeing my freckles. So I think it's got some pretty good coverage. I don't have any dark circles, so I can't attest to, how well it will cover dark circles, but I do have pretty prominent freckles, and the concealer has helped to conceal it. So far so good. I see you, ColourPop, trying to be all impressive. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my concealer with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, because I'm just gonna use the products that I've normally been using, so I can really get an idea for the products themselves and not, is this looking different or odd because I used a new product. And then I'm going to use my Sephora MicroSmooth powder to set the rest of my face. The thing that I picked up was an eyeshadow palette. So I got the Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette, and this is just the packaging that it came in. Here's the actual palette itself. These are like my perfect neutral colors. With this shade called Downright right here. And gonna run that into the crease. There is some kick up when there was some kick up when I put my brush into it. So hopefully I don't have a whole bunch of fallout. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Sigma E35 brush and I'm gonna go in with the shade Frank right here. This is looks kind of like a tannish mauve color, and I'm gonna put this directly into the crease. Okay, this is coming along really nicely. I really like that shade Frank and how it blended into my crease. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade Actually, which is this darker, looks like a darker brown with like actually looks like a plum color, not dark brown, plum color. This one is blending or taking a little bit more, it's taking a little bit more effort to blend in for me to get it to blend in, but it is blending out. Okay, so that is a blended out product, and I'm still liking it. Like I said, that last shade was a little harder to blend in, but nothing that would make me not want to use the eyeshadow palette again, and even that color. I just think sometimes, especially with darker colors, sometimes they can be a little harder to blend out just because the formulation of it is a little bit different than some of your lighter matte shades. So just noting it, just because I'm giving my first impressions. Let's go in with the shade Be Blunt. So this burgundy shimmer color right here. Let's go in with the shade called Candid, which is right here. And I'm gonna pop that in my inner corner. Ooh, did y'all see that? Look at that. Oh, this just made me fall in love. That is so pretty. Yes, ColourPop, give it all to me. Ooh, I'm really excited. Okay, so let's just work on this lower lash line. So I'm basically gonna go in with Downright, which is the first shade that I used over here. And I'm gonna put that all across. Then I'm gonna go in with Frank. That was the color that I initially put into my crease. And run that all along the lower lash line. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Actually, that deep plum shade, and I'm only putting that much on the brush, and I'm just going to very lightly. All right, then I'm gonna take the shade Matter of Fact. It's this matte, well, we can't really see it, it's matte cream shade, and I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone. And this is a really pretty color. Not too stark, but it definitely highlights the brow bone. ColourPop, you are just really making this makeup lover happy today. To finish off the lower lash line, so I think I'm gonna go back in the shade Be Blunt, that burgundy shade. I'm gonna add that right along here. We're gonna go back in the shade Candid, and I'm gonna add Candid to this portion of my eye. Shade Up Front, which is, where are we at? Right here. Let's see, here we go. The shade right here. And that's gonna be my inner corner highlight. And it's got like a pinky shift to it, which should look very good. Yep. Oh, yes. Hello, highlight. Okay, let's see what we're doing today. I am blown away by this little eyeshadow palette. The product that I picked up was a bronzer. So here is the compact that I purchased with it. You can purchase the bronzer on its own, or you can purchase it with a compact. And then, ooh, let me blind you. Here's the actual bronzer here. I opened it up yesterday and nixed it, so that's where the gash is. I love face products. Face products and eye products, like eyeshadows and then face products, are my favorite makeup products. So wanted to try this bronzer. And I see a little something. It's blending out really good. It's not splotchy anywhere. I do think if you are deeper in complexion than me, this shade will not show up. So this is the shade Afterglow. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. I can't remember. And I would have to take it out of this compact, and I'm not doing that right now, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna use my NARS LoveJoy blush, since I didn't purchase a blush off of the website. I have recommendations for a blush and a highlight. Leave those down in the comments below so that I can pick it up. And any other recommendations for just any of their products in general. I want to know your favorites. I'm going to finish off my brows, put on some mascara, put on my highlight, and then I will come back with my last product, which is a lip product. Okay, so the last product that I purchased from ColourPop was a lipstick, and this is in the shade LA Lady. There's the shade here. It's really cute. It's got stars on the actual lipstick bullet, and then it's got some stars on the outer packaging here. So really pretty packaging, and I love shades like this because they are like my perfect neutral color. So let's see how it goes. Okay, this feels really smooth. It's a really good formula, and I like it. Don't know if this is the best lip color for this eye per se, but I do like the lip color because these are lip colors that I normally like to wear on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I am going to change my lip color though because I don't think it matches my eye, so I will be right back. Okay, so I am wearing the shade On the Mauve from Maybelline for my lip color because I think it matches this eye look better. Now my shirt doesn't match, but whatever. So let's do a quick rundown of the products that I purchased and that I used today. So working my way backwards with the Lady Luxe lipstick, I really like the formula, and I had the shade LA Lady, very smooth, very pigmented. I really do like it, so I would definitely pick up more of these lipsticks. The shade was Afternoon Delight in the bronzer. So I did really like this bronzer. I really do like the formulation of the powder. The bronzer blended out very smoothly, and I think it, for now, gave me a nice neutral type of bronze look, which I do like. So I really like the bronzer. We had the Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette, and I think you all know I loved it. The shades all were very smooth and buttery. Shimmers are amazing. I didn't wet my brush at all. I didn't use my finger, which usually those two methods are the methods that are going to give you more bang for your buck with shimmer shadows, and these blew my mind. So I highly, highly recommend the eyeshadow palette. To the complexion products, these are so far so good. So you want to know something interesting? I put primer on this side, but my pores on this side are actually more blurred, and I didn't use a primer at all. So this side are more blurred. I don't think you can see it necessarily in camera, but I feel like this side just looks smoother than this side right here. And I put primer like pretty much all over on this side of my face. So the foundation and the concealer both claimed to blur and conceal and give flawless finishes. And so far so good. I like my base. Initially the foundation was a little too, just a hint too dark, but the concealer definitely helped to lighten it up. And I love how my under eye is brightened, but it doesn't look overly stark. I mean, I am pleasantly surprised. Yeah, this is my first impressions on these products. I'll check back in later on today to give you an update about the concealer and the foundation. But yeah. Hey guys, so this is my wrap up of my foundation review on the ColourPop No Filter Foundation and Concealer. So I have had this foundation on now for over 12 hours. So when I put this on, it was probably like around 5:20, and it's now about 6 o'clock in the evening, so full day wear test, and things are still looking really good. So we can see that the concealer is still very much there. There's been very, very little creasing, like pretty much really no creasing at all. The only creasing that I see are just the tiny little bit of settling of concealer like right here, but you can't even see it at all. So I'm thoroughly impressed by the concealer. I really like the shade of it, so I have the shade Dark, and 2 thumbs up. So the foundation has held up pretty good. I'm definitely oily right here in my T-zone, which I'm not shocked about. I was not expecting to get oily as quickly as I did. So the last time I blotted, because I did blot twice today, I blotted around 4 o'clock, and it's now about 6 o'clock, and I honestly want to blot again. I didn't think I would get this oily, but the finish is really nice. Like every time I go to blot, when I have gone to blot, it literally looks like my foundation is very fresh. It doesn't look cakey or drying. It just, like, once I blot, everything looks really good again, and I can like keep going throughout the day. But it hasn't broken up anywhere. I still have foundation on my face. You can still see my blush, you can still see my highlight, which is always a really good sign that the foundation is still in place. I'm really pleased with these products, and I definitely recommend the foundation, the concealer, the eyeshadow that I used. I didn't wear the lipstick today because it didn't go with the eye look, but I definitely would recommend all of the products that I used in this video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye guys.